Hello, good morning, my dear students. This is Thiru sir, your SST teacher. So, welcome to the online classes of Sri Eknath Rao Khadse Talent English Medium School, Muktanagar. So, dear students, today we are going to discuss the another chapter, chapter number 4, history. The chapter name is What Books and Burials Tells Us. So, in ancient, what happens? What type of peoples are living, how they are living, what they are eating, how they are doing, what type of buildings they are making. So each and everything we are getting by the books and some infrastructure, some buildings, some barrels. Yes or not? What not telling us? The books telling us different things. Isn't it? So like that, the questions means what books and burials tells us. What tells us? He tells different things. He tells different things, different situations about the past. So first of all, we are going to discuss first things, the oldest book in the world. So what was the oldest book in the world? I will read the content, then after I will explain to you. One of the oldest book in the world. You may have heard about the Vedas. So Vedas is very interesting, very important. There are 4 of them: the Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. The oldest Veda is the Rig Veda, composed about 3,500 years ago. When it is written, 3,500 years ago. What it is? Rig Veda. Rig Veda is also known as the oldest Veda. Rig Veda is also known as the oldest Veda. So Veda, how many divide? 4 types. One is Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. The Rig Veda include more than 1,000 hymns called Sukta or well said. These hymns are in praise of various gods and goddesses. 3 gods are especially important: Agni, the god of the fire; Indra, the warrior of God; and Sama, a plant for which a special drink was prepared. In this way, they used to pray in 3 gods. These hymns were composed by rishis. Christ taught students to recite and memorize. Memorize is syllables, word and sentences, bit by bit with great care. Most of the hymns were composed, taught and learnt by men. A few were composed by women. The Rig Veda is in Old or Vedic Sanskrit, which is different from Sanskrit, or from the Sanskrit you learn in school these days. So first oldest book, that is Vedas. Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda and Atharvaveda. Among them, Rig Veda is very oldest, and in that book thousands of hymns are there, and these all hymns depend upon 3 gods, that is Agni, Indra and Sam. So in this way they are praying these 3 gods, and they are composing many types of hymns. Maximum hymns are prepared by the men, while very little bit hymns are prepared by women. And this Sanskrit totally different from you, what you reading this Sanskrit. Okay, this is the first oldest book. The book was the books we use are written and printed. The Rig Veda is recited and heard rather than read. It was written down several centuries after it was first composed and printed less than 200 years ago. But at the time means the previous thousands of years ago, there is no written script. They have to remember, they have to recall one by one, tit by tit, each and every words, syllabs, style, reading styles, lyrics, and sentence wise, word wise, bit by bit, they are going to revise it. One by one, thoroughly, clearly, carefully, they are going to revise and reciting those things. In this way, gradually they started to writing, they started to print it. So they printed actually 200 years ago. Next, how historians study the Rig Veda. So historians, how they study the Rig Veda. Let you see. Historians like archaeologists find out about the past, but in addition to material remains, they examine written source as well. Let us see how they study the Rig Veda. The historian means who? Archaeologist. They discovered different things. Then after they examined each and everything. Then after they studied the Rig Veda. Let you see how they study the Rig Veda. Some of the hymns in the Rig Veda are in the form of dialects. This is part one of such hymns. Dialogue between a sage named Vishwamitra and two rivers, Bias and Satluj, that were worshipped as goddesses. So in this way, at the time they used to speak the hymns, slokas, each and every they used to make dialects. So like that they used to recite and they used to discover different type of hymns from the Rig Veda. So you read this story, you can get understand the Vishwamitra and rivers, how it was so popular. So at the times, Bias river and Satluj river, they used as a goddesses. The people used to pray as a goddesses. Now at the times, what means cattle, horses and chariots, how they are used to in their lives. There are many prayers in the Rig Veda for cattle, children, especially sons, and horses. Horses were yoked in chariot or to chariot that were used to in battle, which were fought in the captured cattle. Battles were also fought for land, which was important for pastures and for growing hardy crops that ripened quickly, such as barley. Some battles were fought for water and to capture people. My God. Some of the wealth. So listen, generally the peoples of praying Rig Veda means cattle. In the cattle, the peoples are praying. They praying these cattle as a goddesses, God, and they used the horse and chariot to battlefield. Why they means fighting to each other? At that time also they have fund on, they have interest on land form. Not only land form, but also they used to fight for food. They used to fight for water and to capture the people, to conquer the people. Next, some of the wealth that was obtained was kept by the leaders. Some was given to the priest and the rest was distributed among the people. So when they are getting, after fighting, when they are getting different ornaments and different type property, what they are doing, the property is some keeping in the leader places and some property giving to the priest and some property distribution to the people who belongs to the winner part. Some wealth was used for the performance of yojanas or sacrifice in which offering were made into the fire. These were meant for goats and goddesses. Offering could include ghee, grains, and in some cases animals. So what they are doing at the time also, they used to pray, they believing more to the God. That's why they are sacrificing different things on fire. Sometimes ghee, sometimes what is written, different items, grains, and sometimes they used to give animal also. And the making prayer. Most men took part in these wars. There was no regular army, but there were assembly where people met and discussed matter of war and peace. They also chose leaders who were often brave and skillful warriors. Means all the fighters, all the peoples won't gather, but they used to gather any particular place. And at that time also people has the rights to select their king. Those who are very skillful and well fighter, such type of persons they used to select as a leader. Next, words to describe people. So what are words they use to describe the peoples? Let you see. There are several ways to describing people in terms in the work they do, the language they speak, the place they belongs to, their family, their community, and culture practices. Let us see people of the words used to describe people found in the Rig Veda. There are two groups who are described terms of their work. The priests, sometimes called Brahmins, who performed various rituals, and the Rajas. Next, these Rajas were not like the ones you will be learning about later. They did not have capital cities, places, or armies, nor did they collect taxes. Generally, son did not automatically succeed father as Rajas. So in this way, different there are two types of two types of peoples. Okay, those are saying something. One is Rajas, and another one is priests. Okay, so they are making different type of rituals, something else, priests. So there are two groups who are described in the terms of their work. The priests, sometimes called Brahmins, who perform various rituals, and second one is Rajas. So first we are going to research these Rajas. What the Rajas' duty? So these Rajas were not like the ones you will learning about later. They did not have capital cities, palace, or armies. See, one is priest, another one is Rajas. But in that Rajas, they don't have any cities, they don't have any palace, and they don't have any armies. Nor did they collect, or they don't collect any taxes. Generally, son did not automatically succeed father's Rajas. And one more thing, just previous, the Middle Ages, how the Raja's son, he became Yuvraj. So like that it was going on. But at that time, there was nothing else. There was nothing that Raja's son, again he will become Raja. So that is nothing else. So read the previous sections once more and see whether you can find what the Rajas did. So that is, so two words were used to describe the people or community as a whole. Means in this two person, one is priest and another one is Rajas. These two words only explaining all the things is in the society, what was happened in that time. So one was the word Jana, which was still used in Hindi and other language, and the other was Vis, Jana, Vis. But the two people, they are using only two words, that is Jana and Vis. The word Vaishya comes from which you will learn more about in chapter 5. Whenever you are going to read chapter 5, in that chapter 5 we will learn about the Vaishya, this all the things briefly and deeply. Several Vis or Jana are mentioned by name. So we find reference to Purujana or Vishu, the Bharata Jana or Vishu, the Yadu Jana or Vishu, and so on. So different people, but they are using Jana. what that is? Vishu. So these two words they're morely they're using. Next, do you know, do any of these names sound familiarly? Sometimes the people who compose the hymns describe themselves as Aryas and call their opponents Dasas or Dasyus. These were people who did not perform sacrifice and probably spoke different languages. Later, the term Dasa and the feminine Dasi came to mean slave. Slaves were women and men who were often captured in war. They were treated as the property of their owners, who could make them do whatever work they wanted. Okay, so at a times they making different categories, and people also have the different categories. So they having making some different at a times they also used to make some different type of hymns, I mean composed different type of hymns, I mean sloks, something like that. And at a time also dasas or dasyus, dasa or dasyus. Dasas also family male, dasa or female dasi, and these all are whenever they making they're going to war. So when they defeat those who are defeating from other king, so they are become the dasa of the winner. So when they once they become dasa or dasi, the master whatever he will say they have to listen, they have to obey, they have to do the works. Suppose I lost in war, so I have to be a daso. Whenever I became a daso, I have to do and I have to obey what my master is going to say, and I have to do the work. In this way they used to do. While the Rigveda was being composed in the northwest of the subcontinent, there were other development elsewhere. Let us look at the same this. But whenever the northwest peoples where they started to write the Rigveda, the situation is and everything something has changed, something developed. So let you see silent sentinels, the story of the megalith. So let you see, read the story of the megalith. So what is written here, story of the megalith? So let you see, look at the illustration on the next page. Illustration, it has given some pages. Given these stone builders are known as megalith. See these pictures, the stone builders are known as megalith. So what is the system? Let you read first, we came to know. Megalith, literally big stone. Megalith means what? Literally it is meaning is big stone. These were carefully arranged by people and were used to mark burial sites. The practice of erecting megalith began about 3000 years ago and was prevalent throughout the Deccan, South India, in the north, east and Kashmir. It is actually the made for burial ground. It's like given some stone, again stone. So in this slide pictures they're providing, and he used to make such type of burial, and this was totally spreaded all over the India. All of the India means just northeast and Kashmir and South India, which is Deccan Plateaus, so etc. Some important megalithic sites are shown on map, page number 13. Just to see. While some megalith can be seen on the surface, other megalith burial are often underground. Some megalith are shown outside and some megalith under the soil, okay, which is buried. Sometimes archaeologists find a circle of stone builders or a single large stone standing on the ground. These are the only indication that they are burials beneath. So in this way, not only just a circle around something else, but also they are buried some big stones, some pillars, something like that. By looking, by indicating those things, we came to know that at that time also they are burial to the people. There were several things that people did not make megalith. We have made a list here. Try and arrange them in the correct order. So digging pits in the earth, transporting stones, breaking builders, placing stones and position, finding suitable stones and shaping stones, burying the dead. So in this way they are making the burial ground. Next we will look about the finding out about social difference. What type of social difference are finding? So let us see. Archaeologists think that the object found with a skeleton probably belonging to the dead persons. Sometimes more objects are found in one grave than in another. Find Brahmagiri on map number 2, page 13. Here one skeleton was buried with 33 gold beds, my God, and 2 stone beads, 4 copper bangles, and 1 cancel. Other skeletons have only few pots. These findings suggest that there was some difference in status amongst the people who were buried. Some were rich, others were some poor, some chief and other followers. So according to the burial ground, whenever our archaeologists remove and discover some different skeleton along with different things, from that things they can understand that at that time also more differences between poor, rich, chief, middle at that time in that society. Why? Because some buried grounds they are able to discover gold, silver, and some little bit like that. And some burial grounds they discovered only some pots, so only some clay pots, some little like that. So in this scene, by this scene, we came to know that the people, those who are living in the ancient, in the civilization, definitely they also maintaining some caste creed system, just like poor, rich, some difference they are creating. Next, where some burial spot means for certain families. So let you see, sometimes 2 or 3 burials means dead bodies also available. Let you see what that was family. So nothing else even if. So sometimes megaliths contain more than one skeleton. These indicate that people perhaps belonging to the same family were buried in the same place, though not at the same times. The bodies of those who died later were brought into the grave through the portals, stone circles, or builders placed on the surface probably served as signpost to find the burial site, so that people could return to the same place whenever they wanted to. Yeah, that is something blind belief, something it might be. So what happening? Some buried ground they are making more than one dead bodies. So it might have one families. So they might not have dead in one time. So whenever they dying, so one by one they making and they bringing there and they bury it down. In this way, there all the dead bodies will come one place, and their willingness that whenever in after birth, next birth, all the peoples will come again in one place. So according to thinking like that they are doing, and they are buried all the dead bodies in one place. Next, a special burial at Inamgaon. Inamgaon, a special burial. Let you see. Find Inamgaon on map 2, page 13. It is site on the river Ghat. a tributary of the Bhima. It was occupied between 3600 and 2700 years ago. Here, adults were generally buried in the ground, laid out straight with the head toward the north. Sometimes burials were within the houses. Vessels that probably contained food and water were placed with the dead. One man was found buried in a large four-legged clay jar in the country yard of a 5-roomed house, one of the largest house at the site, the center of the settlement. This house also had a granary. The body was placed in cross-legged positions. So the students, what happening sometimes the people means some special buried in Inam Gaon. So in Inam Gaon some special buried place are archaeologists discovered. What they discovered, some especially they are making head towards only north sides, and among them one they discovered that which is came from a house. It means some peoples are buried the dead body in middle of the house, center of the house. When they are buried, along with him they buried food, water, pot, each and everything buried with the dead bodies. In this way they found in the dead bodies. Next, now we are going to discuss the occupation of Inam Gaon. What type of occupation they are preparing at the time. Archaeologists have found seeds of wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millet, peas and sesame. Bone of the number of animals, many bearing cut marks that show they may have been used as food, have also been found. This includes cattle, buffalo, goat, sheep, dog, horse, ass, pig, sambar, spotted deer, black duck, antelope, hare and mongoose. Besides birds, crocodile, turtle, crab and fish. There is evidence that fossils such as bear, amla, jamun, data and variety of berry were collected. So all the things are found in that place. So in that place, by these things they came to know that all the things they are used to use in their day-to-day life. So the students, I hope you understand better these lessons. So read the lessons carefully and listen, look the video. Definitely you will understand these lessons, and it has many types of bit questions will comes to you. So try to find this and try to write the answer it. Still I will send you the question and answer of this, and your duty is to find all the bits question answers. Okay, so till then keep watching of the next sessions. Okay, bye bye.